Right, this is a video analysis of Foster the People's single Helena Beat. It's a song about self-destruction. It's quite close to the band's heart because the frontman, Mark Foster, lead singer and guitar, he struggled with drug addiction at the age of 19. And so that's obviously a form of self-destruction, and a lot of this song is based around rehabilitating yourself, being reborn, things like that, which we'll see from the themes and things that run through the video. The song has scenes which are quite conventional to the genre, like political scenes, like about war and things like that. There's a montage at the beginning, which obviously I'll talk about. Indies are often influenced by political events and any events that occur that are meaningful to people, and especially the band themselves. So yeah, this is the video. So this is the opening shot, if it works. Yeah, there we go. This is the opening shot. It shows technology breaking, which can show a breakdown of civilization. Then this is the montage of war scenes. This is possibly real footage, which is very like indie. The shots show breakdown of civilization and war and stuff. This is a tracking forward shot, and it symbolises the long road ahead to rehabilitation and to perfection and sorting out your self-destruction and stuff. We then move on to shots around this van. Then there's this perfect city contrasting with the dirty hand, which shows it's like a reference to old life and things. Then the van is central in this shot, as that's obviously got the band in. And then we zoom in to this character who is Mark Foster. You can see the burning city in the background, which shows he's driving away from a bad place, which is obviously his addiction, and now we're driving towards a blue sky, which is good and positive. These are recognising the artist, and then he comes along an issue in the road, which shows that his journey's not easy and he comes along problems and stuff. The bushes here show that he's like low level, he's vulnerable. He's the slow motion shows that he's vulnerable as he's approaching it carefully. The prop of the doll is used as a decoy kind of thing to attract him, and then the dog runs away, which shows he's alone in his journey. The gang are ambushing him, which means he's vulnerable, which obviously in drug addiction you are. Then there's a frequent amount of shots of him being captured and trapped. The swervy road shows that it's not an easy path at all. And then we move on to some sinister imagery of obviously death, and then kids like slitting the ropes, the inappropriate things that they do, like rude gestures such as this one. What's unusual about that shot is the victim is at a higher level than the attackers. Now, these shots of guns pointing and being grabbed and pulled away shows that they have no control of themselves and they need help. He's just that look of realization's pointed from like a slight zoom, and then the destruction shots. The mise-en-scène in these shots is dirty and mucky and smoky, which is like a drug house, which obviously links to his addiction. This party scene, and his sweaty face and panic and paranoid, links to drug side effects. The spitting, disgusted, and he's being forced to play the drums because he's got guns around him, which shows that the people want him to gain his full potential, work his full potential, but he's not because of his addictions. Then there's a few shots of self-destruction and destruction of general things. The Pig's Head a second ago, that's a link to Lord of the Flies, which is a novel which shows the breakdown in civilization and destruction as the kids all kill themselves. The white on his face in these pictures could symbolise the idea of him becoming pure and innocent again. Then this slow motion shot shows like sacrifice, which is tribal, again linking to like Lord of the Flies with the tribes between the two groups of boys. So sacrifice is linking with this theme. This guy's sacrificing himself as he almost wants Mark Foster to become rehabilitated. So he's giving him his youth again so he can start again, because it's easier than rehabilitating himself, just start again and not do it in the first place. dielectric static thing as he transfers his youth across to Mark Foster, which again is he's sacrificed himself, again this tribal destruction, violent imagery. Then he's turned into a monster, and now the main character Mark Foster can look at this guy who sacrificed himself and see that he was a monster when he was on drugs, which again obviously is against his addiction. Now Mark Foster's become a young boy actor to show that his innocence when he was younger. The Come Back Soon postcard from earlier is now dirty rather than being clean and like godlikes as such, as it shows that it's not as good as he thought. He doesn't need to come back, and he eats it to show that he's realised that it's not a good path and he should keep away from it and move on. And the way he stands away from the boys at that point shows that he wants to be good and he's sorted his life out. That's about it. Cool.